Welcome back to Wayne TV. I'm Joel Gilley. I am joined by a very special guest. Miss Rachel is with us today from the United Way of Wayne County. It's been a while. We have not been doing our monthly updates with the United Way because of the coronavirus. We've all kind of been responding in our own individual roles, which is what I want to lead off with. Everything that the United Way has been doing to respond to COVID-19. I'll go ahead and tell you one of my favorite parts is the good deed report that you put out. Every single week, you guys are sending out good deeds that are happening in the community because often those good deeds are overlooked. They're not recognized, and you guys have been highlighting those.
Yeah, that's exactly why we started it. We knew there was a lot of good happening in the community, and we didn't want people just to get swamped down with all the bad news. I wanted to show what people were doing in our community to make it a better place.
Now, how do people get good news? Is that something you guys go out and seek, or people send you guys the information? How does that work?
Both. I follow most of the nonprofits that have Facebook pages and different organizations in town, see what they're posting. Sometimes I borrow things from there for the Good Deeds report, or sometimes people send them in. People stop by the office and say, hey, this is happening. You might want to go get the details and include it.
It's been a big undertaking for you, I know, because I know that I follow all the social media for the county, and it's overwhelming a lot of times. All the stuff going on, it's all good stuff. But it is overwhelming to keep up with all that. So I applaud you for that work. And of course, if you guys have good deeds that you would like included, you can always let the United Way know and they'll include it, because it is something that is really important during this time. Mental health is such a huge deal, and everyone, you know, I get it. The anxiety can set in when you watch the news all day long and you don't realize that there is a lot of good still happening in our community every single day. The best way for people to find the Good Deeds report, I assume, is your Facebook page, right?
Yes, we put it on our Facebook page. We also put it on our website, which is unitedwayne.org. And then we, if you want to get on our email list, we send it out on our email list as well.
Oh, cool. So as far as what the United Way has been doing during COVID-19, talk a little bit about that, because you guys have been connecting resources to individuals all throughout this pandemic.
Yes, we have really been able to live up to our mission, which is strengthen the community by bringing people and resources together during this time. We have worked with Wayne County Public Schools and Goldsboro Family YMCA to coordinate the delivery of meals for families who can't get to the feeding sites. We've worked with businesses to register them as Park and Learn for students who don't have Wi-Fi so they can continue their remote learning. We've also been able to connect volunteers and businesses who want to help but need a little more information to the needs in the community.
I can speak on behalf of the county. That's one thing that we have tasked the United Way with, is anyone who wants to help that contacts us, we forward them right over to the United Way. And it's good knowing that when we send them to you guys that they're going to be put to good use with a great organization somewhere in the county. Outside of COVID-19, there's still normal everyday things that the United Way has to do. So I want you to talk about some of the other stuff that's non-COVID related that the United Way is up to right now.
Sure. We have our Day of Action coming up. It's going to look a little different this year because of COVID, but June 18th is our Day of Action. We've been doing that since 2015.
Wow.
We ask the community to come together and do something to strengthen your community, whether it's registering to vote, doing a service project. So traditionally, we've had several different projects on different sites. But this year we have 5 different remote volunteer opportunities.
Oh, cool. So talk a little bit about how that remote volunteer opportunity is going to work.
So we have a drive-through food drive, June 18th from 8 to 4 at the library. You can pull up to the building where the auditorium is, and you don't even have to get out. We'll have volunteers there, take it out of your trunk or back seat. That way we can kind of maintain social distancing. We will be collecting personal hygiene kits and reusable masks at our office on Cashwell that day. We have a Adopt a Senior program starting. So that day we're encouraging you to turn in your application that you would like to have a senior buddy. That's just to check in on them. You're pledging to contact them weekly till the end of the year. Seniors are at a higher risk for loneliness during the pandemic.
Yeah.
So we wanted to create a kind of support system for them.
That's cool.
They're still getting Meals on Wheels, those who are on the list, but they're only seeing their delivery volunteers once a week now. So they went from having 5 contacts to 1, so we wanted to kind of step in. So if someone wants an application, they're available in our office. They can call, we can email it to them.
That's awesome. And so you guys are partnering up. Is it the Meals on Wheels recipients that are going to be the buddies, basically?
Yes,
okay,
they
cool.
are.
That's awesome.
And we are accepting other seniors as well. If you're not on Meals on Wheels and you want a buddy, we can also accept applications outside of Meals on Wheels.
Something that takes 5 minutes of your week, 5 minutes of your day, it really means a difference to someone in the community who's elderly and can't get out right now as much. So
Yes.
that's awesome. For all the information, again, website is the best way to find information as far as and as well as
Yes.
the Facebook page.
Facebook and website, unitedwayne.org. If you can get to our website, then you can link to our Facebook and Instagram from there too if you wanted to follow those
Awesome.
instead of going back to the site.
Have you heard of any other unique ways that people, other unique things that people are going to be doing on Day of Giving?
Our last project that day is Wayne Ford that day has a conference call to for people to volunteer as kind of an advisory group for their affordable housing plan for Goldsboro. So they're asking community members from all over the community to call in and participate and give their feedback. So that's our last remote volunteer opportunity for that day.
Awesome. But like you said, the whole idea of this is not to participate necessarily in one of these ideas. It's
Right.
just to do something that betters your community, strengthens your community.
Yes, and we'd love to include whatever it is that you're doing to show that people are coming together in other ways. We can include in our Good Deeds report. We can give you a shout out just on Facebook to kind of wrap up Days of Caring and let everyone know what happened that day.
Yeah. So don't feel like you're limited to any one idea for this. It's really just a community effort. I mean, even if it's paying for the coffee order for somebody behind
Right.
you, just anything to brighten someone's day and strengthen that community a little bit, it can go a long way. And that's the United Way's mission. So anything else we need to talk about?
We are also recruiting for community investment panel members. That's the committee who helps us evaluate our grant applications and make funding
Yeah.
recommendations to our board. Our process is going to gear up again in the fall. So if you're interested in making a difference in your community, we would love to have you on this committee.
Awesome. Again, just need to contact you guys for the application,
Yes.
that kind of deal?
Yes,
Okay.
you can get the application on our Facebook page or give us a call and we can send it to you.
Awesome. Easy enough. Again, the United Way doing a lot of good in Wayne County, really connecting those nonprofits to individuals who need the help. And all the nonprofits are vetted through the United Way, and so that's why it really is just a great resource here for the county and all of our residents. Anything else we need to talk about today?
I think you got
I think
it.
you pretty much hit it again. Make sure to participate in the Day of Giving and check out all the great things the United Way is doing throughout the COVID-19 pandemic right now, because it really is a 24/7 operation most of the time now with all this stuff, and they've really stayed on top of it. So again, until next time, next month maybe, we'll talk to you again soon, okay?
Yes, thank you.
Very